Hey everybody, it's me, Lynn Renee McDonald, once again for Practical Spirituality Live. And today we're going to talk about what is going on in the world and why what is happening is happening. As many of you know, it is 2020. 2020 is a number 4 year, 2020 in numerology. It's 2020. The number 4 is the number of completion. All right. It is a foundation building year. All right. This is about 2020 is a new decade. It is a new beginning. 2019 is the number 3 year. A 3 was active God. All these changes and transformations were happening in 2019 to bring you to 2020. Active God and then the number of completion. Now it is time to be building your foundation more than, or not necessarily more than, a better word would be differently, but still more in alignment with the work that you were doing last year, but just different. The more like the finishing touches, the finishing things that need to be done to shake up the crap that's in your soul so you can be and do what you came in here to do on your soul's authentic mission or missions and what it all came to do. Usually your soul has one big mission that it comes in to do, and then everything is within that space in some way, shape, or form. All right. And everything is in alignment with that mission in your soul. Okay. So you can do many different things, but in alignment with your soul's primary mission. Like in the case of me, I'm a love energy teacher. So everything I do, whatever I choose to do, must be in that space, right? I am a love energy practitioner. This is what I do. I teach love, the law of universe. All right. And that's the primary core of all that I am in here to teach the world. And I do it on personal levels. I do it on a soul personal level with like my family, my friends, people in my life, with businesses, with running my businesses, with my interactions with people every day. I am a love energy teacher. I teach this at my shopping center. What is that? How to act, or not act, but how to be from love, how to live your life from love in the highest form of love. That's this Christ consciousness is the highest form of love, right? That's why the name of my place is called the Institute for Christ Consciousness. Christ was a love energy prophet. That's what I am. Not meaning that I am Christ or all the other foo-foo earth world crap about prophets and all that shit. Put that aside and take a look at what Christ really was. Christ was a teacher of love energy. This is what universe tells me. Christ worked with love in the highest form, right? And this is the formula here to change this earth world, right? So my job, all right, and this is why they said to me, they were telling me about my place. Oh, they were saying, call it the Institute for Christ Consciousness. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, this isn't a fucking church. I'm like, I don't teach religion. I teach love. I'm like, teach love, right? They're like, and universe is like, stop, you know, and I'm like, what the fuck? All right. You know, and they're giving me a hard time, but they're always, love energy is always right from the highest form of love, right? So they're getting me to get out of my own earth world shit. And they're going, stop, Lynn. You know, they're saying, stop. The reason you would call it the Institute for Christ Consciousness. We get that you don't want to be a church. We get, you know, people's perceptions in earth world. But the truth, they said to me, the truth is, take a look at the truth here, Lynn. They said, because I'm talking to God, love energy, angels, universe, my guides, my highest heart self, all my God connection in the highest form. This is what I've been doing since I was like this big, really. All right. And this is what I'm here to teach and do. All part of what I do is teach from love. When you teach from love, you work with all these people who are your guides that you can't necessarily always see in this reality, but they're always around you. You always hear them. You always know them. Many times you will see them. It depends on all your gifts, what you ask God for, and, you know, a whole bunch of host of other things, right? So they said to me, Lynn, you are a love energy teacher. And they said to me, Christ was a love energy teacher. That's why you are going to call it this, because it's the Institute for Christ Consciousness, the highest consciousness of love that exists. This is who you are, Lynn. This is what you do. This is what Christ did. This is why you will call it that. And I was like, got it. Because what I teach is love in the highest form. How to live your life by that. How to live and work with love in earth world reality at this vibration. Metaphysical in here. Totally makes sense. So everything in my life is going to be governed from this that I came here to do to change the world. So whatever the core is in your soul of your highest heart mission, in my case, this is what I came in here to do. And then all my life I fought it and tried to live like they told me to live in EarthWorld, do this in EarthWorld, do that in EarthWorld. And then you realize that if I just listen to man and do what society tells me to do, that my whole life becomes fucked up. And if I do unwell stuff for my soul and my unwellness and I don't listen and I live recklessly, my whole life becomes fucked up, super unwell, super toxic, super pain, super suffering, right? And this was all part of my learning journey, right? So I could be the best love energy teacher that I came here to be for me. First and foremost, for me, for my heart, that my soul came in here to do, my highest heart self, in alignment with source, because I can't be this love energy teacher without this, right? And this goes in with everything else that I teach. So, and being an artist, a writer, having a shop, a center, being a business person, doing lectures, everything is centered around what? Fucking love, man. Love. That's what the answer is to change the world. So I'm like, okay, God, let's do this. I can either be a jackass and keep trying to live my life out here in EarthWorld with all this pain and fucking suffering over and over, being miserable, trying to figure out different EarthWorld ways and not listening to my highest heart self, not listening to my intuition, not listening to my guides and my gifts and my people, right? My angels, animal spirit messages, my dreams, my highest heart self, my soul, my God connection. I can totally shut that shit off, right? And that's really what I did is as part of my story. That's what I did, at the beginning of my life when I became scared and I was little, right? As I shut off all my shit, my life ended up being a living hell. But that was part of my journey because in order to realize how great it is to feel like this, to be in this love energy space with God or love or universe and have all the magic that exists right here inside of me that I can create and do fucking amazing things, right? I had to go through some of the shittiest fucking experiences you could ever fucking imagine in EarthWorld. And I had to take responsibility for them. It's like, okay, God, yep, this is me. I'm not liking this person much, How do I fucking get rid of feeling like shit, feeling crappy, feeling unwell, being unwell, doing unwell, being miserable, crying, suffering, pain, depression, anxiety, hurt, less than, right? How do I do that? I ask love. I work with love. But in order for me to really fucking get that in here, and in here, really, because this is where it all comes from, this is part of this, right? And you balance those things like this, like highest heart self, your metaphysical connection to God, your connection here in EarthWorld to this, because you're right here in EarthWorld, in your physical body. This gets with this, and it's like a puzzle piece, right? And you have to be able to balance that. Okay, so my whole life is all about this. Whether I write, whether I draw, whether I speak, whether I teach, whether I go swimming, have a family, have a house, have friends, have a community, and build my dreams and come up with fantastic art ideas or inventions. Everything I do is based in love in the highest form. That's Christ consciousness. That's what that is. All right. So those of you who love my channel and are part of this totally get me and understand me. And if those of you who don't and don't get it and don't understand it, ask God that you do. Ask to open up this space in your heart. If this is what you so desire, right? All right. Ask to be all the greatest that you can be. And then you too open up this space in you because it's in all of us. And then you go on your journey if you haven't already gotten there and started this journey before, right? You started it before you came in here in EarthWorld. You just reawaken it, and it's time here now in EarthWorld so we can live our greatest selves and be our greatest selves to change this world. But everything is my soul's mission that is governed from the primary core of what I came in here to do. Teach love. Be love. I must be those things in all that I came here to do authentically. The reason I'm telling you all of this is so you understand my story better, but as well as we are all coming into the time in EarthWorld where we must be who we authentically are if we are going to live our greatest lives and change this world. And we must live from the highest form of love because now it is 2020. This EarthWorld dimension has been squeezing and is squeezing the fuck out of the world. That's this Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, Mars in alignment. all this year, right? And when I say in alignment, I'm talking about the whole planetary. I don't mean like they're literally in alignment. I'm talking about the alignment with the grand design of all that is love, okay? They're here as the catalyst, all right? Their energies are creating what you see happening in the world, why you're feeling the things that you are feeling. Like the Mars energy, we talked about that being warrior-like and getting things done and addressing things. And then there's Mercury energy, right? And then there's Jupiter, big things, right? And then there's Saturn, Earth world, get it done, right? And business success and success in all areas of your life. And so all of these planets are catalysts for so much that is going on in the world. They are the catalysts, right? We signed on and agreed to this before we even came here. We are the love energy superheroes that are here to save the planet, to change the planet, to change what the fuck is happening here. And it is all in alignment with the stars, the planets, all that is God and all that is love. So so the whole world right now, with the raising vibration from love in planet Earth, which is part of all that is God, that is love, that is metaphysical in the highest form, right? Is part of that, right? Part of all that is love. Okay? In this space, we're here to change this world. We're here to make these changes and bring these changes in from love so we can be free of the unwellnesses that are going on here. And let me just see here. And be our greatest selves. But what's happening is the earth is getting crushed. So all the crap is coming out of the people. All the crap, businesses, government, people, everything's in fucking turmoil on personal levels and in business and groups and collective consciousness and all that is God in EarthWorld, all that is really in EarthWorld. And we are here, we are the souls that are here to change this. In order to change EarthWorld, we have to be different from this vibration. We have to be in this one because it is love that is the answer for everything in the highest form. It has the answer and is that. And by working with that, all right, in EarthWorld here and balancing that, we will be able to change, and we are changing this world, and it is happening. And the planets up here are squishing the crap out of everybody. So there are lots of challenges right now going on. And one of the things, this is why we're talking about this video, it's time for you to be in your highest heart self. It is time for you to make your dreams happen. You have setting up the foundation in 2020. It is time to infiltrate or make these changes happen. And one of the biggest first steps of that, and I've talked about this before in the past in my teachings, but to this degree, it is really, really happening where people are getting crushed. And again, it's like, you can't even believe the shit that is coming out of people's mouths, the things that they are doing. It's like somebody was at a table this weekend and this one woman wanted to buy like this $400 necklace. And this other spiritual teacher was talking all this shit about, some kind of shit that we couldn't hear, but I didn't care because I get the energy and I know what she's doing because I'm psychic. Now, what's interesting is I wasn't there when she did it, because you think that this person is going to do that in front of me? Fuck no. She's not going to talk unwell in front of me or about our products and all this stuff, or anything, because she doesn't have the balls to, right? Because she's not in this really great love energy space. And if she had a problem with what I was doing, then she would be in this great love energy space and she would speak to me from love about it. She wouldn't act like a jackass and fucking tell her client that all this crap about my stuff and all this garbage to try to not to get her buy stuff at my fucking table at the event, right? It's like, because love doesn't fucking do that, you dumbass. You're a fucking spiritual teacher and you don't even have your shit straight. You know what? That's not my problem though. But when she directs that energy to me and I know what's going on, or my associate does, it all comes back and trickles down to me if I ask God for the God's honest truth. So when people, other spiritual teachers, talk shit about me or shit about you, and this doesn't include just spiritual teachers and healers and people. This includes all people, okay? All people on the fucking planet. The more shittier you are with other people, the more your crap comes back and fucks you, because that's how it really works. Like it or not, however I say it, however it needs to be said, from love, because self-love doesn't allow this. Super high vibrating love energy spaces of God, like Christ consciousness, that is the highest form of it, right, will not allow that. And when you live in this space and all you are, be, say, do, and create, and you are up here, you won't allow that to happen. So what happens is this person who wanted to diss me at my table and all this shit, and I hear about it from my people, she doesn't say it when I'm there. She waits till I'm in a fucking lecture, doing my thing, right? But you know what? I come back and I'm like, I don't care. I just give it to God because I know the angels are going to protect me, and her own unwellness, this one particular spiritual teacher, whatever she does or sends out to me that unwell comes right back to her 10 to 100 fold. Now I can send it to her if I feel like it. And in this day and age, don't be afraid to do that, because anybody who wants to shit all over you is super unwell. And you have every right from the highest form of love to say, you know what? That's not acceptable. And that's what you should be doing. A lion doesn't let you take his steak. A lion doesn't let you say bad things about him. He's going to fuck you up if you tread on his healthy self-love space, because that's how it really works. So the reason I'm telling you this is because these are those times. I just had a really big problem with GoDaddy. We signed up for a website. We were going to spend $5,000. They were going to do a logo. They did a shitty job on my logo. I asked for the guy. I said, hey man, can you not hear me? Can you not hear me? I said, he didn't hear me at all. I told him what I wanted with my logo. I said, I wanted these big female lions from Africa, right? What does he do? He fucking puts Africa in my fucking logo. I'm like, what? I said, did you not hear I'm a spiritual teacher? I'm like, how does the continent shape of Africa have anything to do with what I was talking about? It's because he didn't fucking listen, right? So this is a big problem. People aren't listening because they're not doing the right thing from love. They're toxic, and not listening, not hearing, not being present is just a small part of it. But it gets even better because GoDaddy decided that the logo they were only charging was $300, right? And it was part of like this whole package that they were going to do. And it was kind of like their preliminary for doing the website and trying to do a good job at it, right? But they failed. They fucking failed drastically. I asked them for my money back, and then they didn't want to give me my money back for the actual logo. They charged me $120. They said the guy wasn't even listening to me. This isn't what I wanted. I said, and this is how you do business? Really? Really? If not from the highest place of love, then do it from a business ethics. Do you want me as your fucking customer or not? Right? It's like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I know I'm passionate the way I talk, and I'm passionate about this because it's not cool, people. We have to put our feet down, our paws down, whatever you want to call it. We have to change what is going on in this world. And this means sticking up for us no matter what. So when GoDaddy fucks up my stuff that they're doing, right? Like this was their preliminary. So they messed up on the logo. They couldn't hear what I said. They didn't do a great job. And they charged me $120 anyways. And I said, you know what? This isn't right. This isn't good business for me. You're not honoring me. You're not respecting me. You're not hearing me. You're not doing the right thing for me. He couldn't even answer me. The guy who was supposed to, like a supervisor to rectify the situation or change what's going on here, couldn't hear a fucking word I said either and chose not to answer me. When you don't answer me, that means no. That means you're not helping me. You're not hearing me. You're not listening. You're not doing it, right? So the whole world is falling apart like this. And then they charge me that $120. Then I said, give me a refund for my $5,000 for my fucking website because I'm not investing my money with you because you suck and I'm never going to be happy. Because really, that's the truth here. They can't do the right thing and hear what I'm even saying. I can't do business with you, right? And this is about self-love for me in the healthiest, best way in this reality, right here in EarthWorld. This is all part of, as spiritual people, whatever level we're at, doing the right thing from love in the highest form, holding people accountable, holding people that valuing yourself, making sure that people value you, being worthy yourself, that people are worthy to you, right? And that you are worthy to yourself and that you value you and you have integrity. This is what this world is about. The highest form of love, honoring you, respecting you, doing the right thing from love and making the people, the businesses, the government, the fucking laws, everything that is unwell and in a less than love energy space, you don't do business with. You pull back your money, you pull back your stuff, because if they don't honor you from the highest form of love, right, then you can't do and be and work with those people because they will continuously do that to you. And what does this send out to universe? This says to universe that it's okay for you to have less than. And in this world, if we're going to change it from love, it is not. So again, my primary mission comes comes in with my soul here, teaching you about my soul's primary mission and how it affects everything that I do, right? And this is all part of it. As a love energy teacher, all love energy beings are called to not accept less than the highest form of love in this reality in all that you are, be, say, do, and create. That's why all these planets are in alignment. So we raise the vibration in Earth World and change it from love. Change it to love. This is why I'm doing this video today. So when you see that you're not being honored, you're not being respected, there's no integrity here, and whoever it is or whatever it is isn't doing the right thing from love, then you must stop it and say, hey, that doesn't work for me. And then you stop and you change everything from love for you. And watch your stuff too. Equally as important.